Hey, so I want to go over what I did for Level Design 2 in the CSGO2 map. This first area I'm in the higher area that looks over A and also gives me a good spot to engage on B. So I'm going to jump over and I'm going to just deal some enemies. So this is just a normal gameplay loop where you are guarding these positions. Actually, I need to defuse that. Yeah, okay. So once I've diffused this, we'll go over some other parts of the map, but that's just like a sample of against bots. I think having those bots is really useful, but on this side you can see from their start, so it's parallel to ours, well not parallel, but asymmetric in the sense of the paths for B and A. Here we can take a look at this path in order to, well, actually the center area first in order to take a look at how snipers would typically go into this middle area in order to go against the A zone. So these type of paths seem to be common in CSGO maps and are an expectation of what players want. This higher area gives us better viewpoint of over the point A and is another engagement zone that I wanted to have for players to deal with. Let's see, let's take a look at B, because I didn't get to take a look at the higher area of that. So this is just one of the points that we can go up towards it. So it gives us a good viewpoint of the B bomb point. I also wanted it so that you could still take a look at A, but I added a bit of the gap, as you can see right here, in order to keep players from peeking around that wall corner as much. I added this after the playtest. Not that anyone was taking advantage of it since they were playing in spots, but it was obvious that that could be abused a bit too much since that top area of A is already so powerful in comparison. These stairs are added in order to give another options for players since the spot over here is already very easy to get attacked from. Essentially, you just be peeking your head up from there when enemies have two sets of cover. So having those two options of that path and the other one gave players the ability just to have more than one path to go for. And from here, we can see a boost point. So I wanted it so that players could stay there and go on top of one another in order to give them a bit more of a view of what their enemies were doing. And using smoke, you could get up this area as the counter-terrorist, and even though it has that overhang piece of cover giving the terrorist a bit of advantage, just having those two options I felt was better than just what it was before. I also removed the roof from that spot that I was just on, just because it gave a little bit more of an option and helped get rid of too much cover. Okay, let's see. So now that we took a look at B in the higher area, I want to take a look at the side spot against A. So we went up top A, but there's another path back here that gives you a very clear point of what is going on in the center of A. So the reason why I wanted this is I just want to reinforce that idea that this is a very dangerous spot for all players to be in. And well, you can see I just died there. But the important part was that the terrorists would have to smoke 2 points or maybe even 3 before they could attack that spot, encouraging engagement on the upper areas before moving to the bottom side. This just helped increase the amount of time that players would be engaged in since the map is very small in comparison and was meant for less amount of players than normal.